Breaking story. The night everything changed between Jungkook and Taehyung. No army could have imagined that a simple live broadcast, just Jungkook cooking in his kitchen, would turn into one of the most emotional and captivating moments in Jungkook and Taehyung's long relationship. The broadcast, which began with light laughter, small jokes, and the aroma of food filling Jungkook's tiny kitchen, suddenly opened a door to a past that had been tightly closed. From the beginning of the broadcast, Jungkook seemed cheerful, but to perceptive armies, there was something a little different. His smile seemed forced, his hand movements occasionally paused, and his gaze lingered for a few seconds longer than usual. No one suspected that all these signs were clues to an emotional confession that would shock the entire world. Everything changed when Jungkook stopped stirring the sauce, put down the spatula, and took a deep breath with a distinct sound, heavy, tired, and as if holding back something. Army's comments began to fill with concern, but before Jungkook could change the mood, the living room door slowly opened. Taehyung appeared. His face radiated wonder, concern, and something only two people who had shared dreams, fears, and life histories for years could understand. His presence initially brought cheers from Army, but the atmosphere changed drastically when he approached Jungkook and asked quietly, "Are you sure you're okay?" That simple sentence was like a spark. Jungkook's smile shattered before it reached his eyes. His fingers trembled. The atmosphere in the kitchen, previously warm, suddenly felt filled with a subtle tension. And when Jungkook finally said, "I don't think I'm as okay as you think I am," armies all over the world fell silent. The screen was filled with panicked comments, support, and question marks. Taehyung said nothing, but his eyes began to well up, something rarely seen. He stood beside Jungkook, giving him space, yet remaining an emotional anchor for the man he had come to consider family. From there, everything flowed. Jungkook began to reveal feelings he had kept hidden, the pressure he hadn't realized, the mental exhaustion he'd been trying to manage on his own, and, most surprising of all, old memories that had come back to haunt him. When he mentioned that some of those memories were related to Taehyung, the atmosphere of the live broadcast changed completely. Taehyung lowered his head, holding back tears, his lips trembling. He said quietly, "You don't have to be strong all the time." Army cried. Even without saying much, their expressions were enough to convey the pain they shared. Jungkook then talked about his trainee days, the nights practicing until dawn, the fear of failure, the dreams they shared, and the closeness that only two teenagers who grew up together under the pressures of the entertainment world can understand. He admitted to feeling afraid of change, afraid of losing that closeness, afraid that time had moved too far away from the times that once made him feel safe. Taehyung stared at him for a long moment, then patted him on the shoulder, saying, "Nothing has changed. Not for me." Those words made Jungkook even more vulnerable. He finally confessed that his biggest fear was feeling unable to show his vulnerable side, even to Taehyung. Taehyung immediately replied, his voice trembling, "Let me be that place. You don't have to pretend with me." When Jungkook finally broke down, Taehyung hugged him. It was a moment no one had ever expected. Two men who had grown from dream-chasing children to global figures now supporting each other when the past suddenly became too much to bear alone. After the live broadcast ended, rumors abounded. Jungkook's house lights were said to have stayed on late into the night. Some fans suspected the two were talking long after the cameras were turned off. Their expressions in the final seconds of the broadcast suggested there was still unfinished business. Discussions erupted in the global community. Many asked, was there any emotional baggage from the past that had never been resolved? Has their relationship been deeper than mere idle friendship? Did the changes in their lives make them afraid of losing each other? What was clear? That night revealed the length and complexity of their emotional journeys. They weren't just two members of a band. They were two people who grew together, failed together, rose together, and held each other up when the world got too harsh. When the cameras went off, they were just two men who were back to their true selves. Two best friends who once ran through the hallways of the rehearsal hall with dreams too big for their age. And that night, in the warmth of the small kitchen, they remembered that no matter what changed in the world, they still had each other.